You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. Let's have a look at today's finance. The CSX Index is closed today due to elections. Now let's have a look what else is happening in finance around the world. Stocks, the dollar and crude oil firmed on Monday as investments position themselves for more direction on interest rates and the economy for a string of central bank meetings spilling into next week. The European Central Bank meets on Thursday, though it is not expected to begin raising interest rates until July, with the rate settlers at the US Federal Reserve and the Bank of England gathering next week. There is still some doubt on whether or not inflation has peaked since Michael Hewson, Chief of Markets Analyst, CMC Markets. We are in a bit of a no man's land at the moment with respect to the peak inflation and also China reopening and the possible tailwinds that might bring. Oil prices are still a headwind with it so difficult to gain any direction, Hewson said. The week kicked off with some investors' appetite for the risk of MSCI. All country stocks index gained 0.3% in recent rebound from the near bear market territory largest impact. The stocks index of 600 European companies gained 0.8%. Blue chips in London were up 1.2%, struggling off the news that the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is to face a confidence vote by lawmakers from his governing Conservative Party later on Monday. Oil prices firmed after Saudi Arabia raised prices sharply for its crude sales in July as an indicator for high tight supply is even after the OPEC Plus agreed to accelerate output increases over the next 2 months. Brent was up 0.6% at $120.41 a barrel. US crude rose 0.55% at $119.53 per barrel. SP 500 futures add 1% and Nasdaq futures 1.4%, pointing to a higher open on Wall Street. Shares in Asia Pacific gained 0.6% when Nikkei in Japan rose 0.6%. Chinese blue chips climbed 1.9% after a survey confirmed services sector activity shrunk in May, but the confidence index still improved to 41.4 from 36. Forecasts are for a steep rise at 0.7% in May, though an annual pace is seen holding at 8.3%, while call of inflation seeing slowing to little as 5.9%. A high number would only add to expectations of an aggressive tightening by the Fed, with markets already priced for a half a point increase in June and July and almost 200 basis points by the end of the year. The euro has also made a 7-year peak as the yen reached 140.39 after climbing 2.9% last week, while the dollar held at 137.78 yen, having also gained 2.9% last week. Gold was stuck at $1,852 an ounce, having held the tight range of the past couple of weeks. That's the latest news and finance. Tune in tomorrow for more.